15 to 17 last game. He ended up playing 17, and that just does a lot more. The other thing, Stu, is that they're going to try to space it out so that he can close the game tonight. So expect some shorter bursts. But again, really good news for AD there as McLemore, Billy Mack gets it going.
Time, Stu, in there for KCP.
Sometimes you just play better as a starter. So let's hope that's the case with McLemore. You know, all these guys that come into the NBA, when they get to the NBA, they weren't.
2 games, just 1 field goal. 1 for 5 from the field in 27 total minutes. Coming off of his consecutive 30-point game the other night, Doncic. Here's a rise in fire and not.
Utilize him a lot because of his length defensively. He's a real good defender.
McLemore looking for 2 in a row, on its way in and out. No, rebound to Doncic, who has now not had a triple-double in 18 straight games. That's the most in a couple of years for him, this triple-double drought. Rolling to the basket is Powell, puts AD in the air. That's a nice big man move, and he scores.
It's a nice controlled play where he sees the big guy waiting for him at the rim, so he just stops, a little up fake, and gets the defender out of position.
AD had a block the other night, and by the way, it was on Porzingis, the 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis, who is out tonight after turning his ankle in the 3rd quarter. AD missed his first 5 after playing for the first time in 30 games the other night. His first shot here is an air ball. Doncic, boy, they run out on him. He goes through 3 different Lakers. Out of bounds, it's knocked. And the Lakers touched it last night. And his great career.
The nastiest crossover you ever wanted to see.
He's picked up a lot of his dad's talent. McLemore followed it. Now to AD. This is where he shines mid-range, but a good box out by Doncic. Knocked out by McLemore.
Possession. Put AD in the box. Throw him the ball there and let him work from that position.
Luka behind the back. Sorry, Stu. And in the corner is Kleba. Pretty good defender, too. Maximilian is 6'10". He's out of Germany. You know, the other night was one of Schroeder's best games as a pro. 25 and 13. He's never put up points and assists in the same game like that in his entire career. So you could make an argument that that's one of his best games ever the other night in the loss. 115-110. Oh, look at Powell.
Anthony Davis can score in all kinds of ways. 2nd on the team in free throw attempted. So expect to see that number start ticking back up.
I like that, doing a deep dive into what's going on free throw shooting with these 2 teams. Look at this pass by Doncic underneath and finding Hardaway for the score.
Wow, McLemore trailing on that play all the way from beyond the 3-point line. So got out of position and paid the ultimate price.
So AD a moment ago got his first basket, and sealing off that time is Drummond. And boy, Big Dre was right there on the roll. He couldn't knock it home. 5-point game. Doncic. Boys, always so under control. Here's a little step back. Of course, Dirk did that for about 100 years here in Dallas.
But you know once he picks his dribble up and does that first little pivot that he is looking to do this the fadeaway type. So don't give him space, close in more, because he doesn't really jump on that shot.
Doubling up on AD, finds Drummond, working on Kleba. The jump hook is 19 boards in game 1 of the mini-series. This is the final mini-series of the year for the Lakers. They've had 4 sweeps, a split, and now they're looking for their 2nd split. Doncic, distance, no. McLemore tips it to Kuzma.
You see if the Lakers can get some rhythm going to their offense now.
McLemore, 2nd.
The one thing you have to like about Mac is even though he's missed shots, he isn't hesitant. When he gets an opportunity, he's firing away.
His high for the Lakers, 17, when they played the Celtics at home. Boy, they leave Finney Smith alone. He nearly knocked it down. Tapped out now to Schroeder. Picked up by Kleba. And Kuzma. That's going to hit the heel, so the long shot, the long rebound is controlled by Powell, who went to Stanford for 4 years.
This is what Kleba can do, stand out and make 3-pointers. So he'll bring whoever's guarding him away from the paint and opens it up more for their drivers.
And Maxey mentioned suffered a lower back contusion first half Wednesday when they played Detroit in the makeup game. Davis in the lane, short. Taken by Finney Smith. 5th year in the league. Finney Smith. Oh, and Lakers just got in that passing lane, and a steal by Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond running down the middle of the floor, just stuck his hand out and knocked it free.
Trump's very adept at stealing the basketball, not just blocking. Kuzma beyond the arc, 5 for 14 overall. Dallas 6 for 10 overall. They've been shooting a lot of threes this month, just not making a ton of them. Fall away jump shot, another rebound for the Lakers, unless they fight over it themselves, and Kuzma comes up with it. In the attacking zone for the Lakers, wearing their white uniforms they normally wear on Sundays. Offensive foul, Kuzma. Another one on Kuz.
And I know.
This is one of 8 games, Saturday night, NBA.
Now, this is the guy, Brunson, that they've got to keep in check. And again, his running mate here, Reddick, not known as a guy that goes off the dribble. In the game on Thursday, did the same thing, and here he starts it off with a layup.
You're absolutely correct. He had one of those the other night. He is 15th in the history of the league from 3, and McLemore's got another one.
Well, that is a pleasant to see him knocking down shots from the perimeter.
He has 3 triples already in quarter number 1. Good fake by Reddick. Caruso's there from behind.